All right, guys, we're here before the intro hits because we're just going to talk about how this episode we start going into the topic of suicide
We
and
yes, we
self harm.
discuss the topics of suicide and self harm
If
come
you're
up in
not
this
cool with
episode.
that, I would probably tell you to skip this episode.
Yeah, we tend to be very flippant, jokey assholes, but we also understand that there are people who are not as comfortable
I was in
making
that
light of that
place.
subject.
I was gonna say I was in that place for a long time. It's a
Yeah,
difficult thing to talk about, and it can cause people to have like bad memories come up or like bad experiences that come up.
bad thoughts.
And
It's
we're about having a good time, and we don't want to like make you feel like shit.
yeah. If it feels too close to home for you, definitely skip this episode.
Short recap of the episode: a bunch of stuff happens, and then Catford stabs a guy.
Yeah, that's about it. It's the season finale.
It's the season finale. It's pretty fun, honestly. But
It's
yeah,
pretty fun, but if you don't feel comfortable and would rather skip this episode than hear us discuss suicide at any length, then
suicide
sure,
and topics
don't.
of self harm. Yeah, just
Yeah,
you could skip it. It's okay.
we won't blame you.
Yeah, we're not gonna call you like any names because of that.
Hmm.
Okay, let's actually do the episode now.
These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, are you ready for another Founders Day celebration?
Yeah, let's
Woo!
do that.
Yeah.
Founders Day parade thing.
It's distinct from the other Founders Day celebration.
It is Founders Day, is what apparently is the case. Jesus Christ.
Founders Day. It's the
Welcome-
day. No,
Go ahead.
I
I
couldn't think of a jingle.
Okay. Welcome to These Hot Idiots. It is the season finale for
Season
the
finale.
Vampire Diaries.
Ooh. All the
Yep,
numbers
we
are going to
have-
start with 1 again.
Oh yeah. It is season 1, episode 22 of the Vampire Diaries, Founders Day.
Is it finally Founders Day?
It's finally Founders Day. I'm Mega, and with me as always is Ash.
Hi.
Oh my god.
I was going to say we could always switch places and have you do the recap.
Oh no, I think you are way better at remembering and recapping than I am.
My memory is shit, but I make extensive notes because my memory is shit.
I
You know, I
my
kind of
memory
write.
is-
I kind of write assuming I'm not going to remember it.
my memory is shit, but I don't take good notes at all.
Why
To be
not?
fair, I was also super invested in the show. So
Oh yeah, this episode was really interesting.
yeah.
This is just a beginning with an ending that'll leave you hanging.
Oh my god.
I forgot every episode has like a tagline. Like for Isabel, it's like Isabel returns to. Oh, that's kind of boring.
Oh my god. Fucking read those off for.
Oh,
for a
fuck!
good
No,
5
actually, fuck it. I'm gonna read all of them right now. It's the season finale. We can do it.
All right.
Episode 1: Desire, heartbreak, envy, redemption, fear, and rage begins now.
Say it to my face.
Say it in my face.
Rage. All right.
Next up is Elena meets Damon and learns about Stefan's past. Okay.
Love. That's, Okay.
Mystic Falls is rocked by violence.
Silly.
You're invited to a party to die for.
I love it. I love it. It's so corny.
Now, nothing hurts more than the truth.
Oh my god.
Nothing hurts more, comma, than the truth.
And the truth can be very, very deadly.
The truth can
Next
be
one.
very, very deadly. A Halloween Vicky can sink her teeth into. That was episode 7.
That was episode 7.
They're pretty consistent with the ratings. They only lost a little bit from the start.
Yeah.
A
That's
happy
usually what I was
birthday that will end in tragedy. Are you calling it a birthday massacre? Because that's a band.
A happy birthday massacre or whatever it was.
Stefan learns the reason Damon returned to Mystic Falls.
That happened in that episode. I think it did.
Stefan and
Oh, yeah,
Damon have
history
some
repeating.
new competition. Who?
Stefan uncovers a startling clue to the past. Hold on, who in that episode actually? Yeah, it was the turning point.
Who was it?
Who was it?
Was it that
Oh,
guy?
Lark?
Was it a lark?
Was this a Lark? Is that competition?
50s dance that will leave you breathless.
uh-huh.
Okay.
A blast from the past. That should have been the fucking.
Why not call it that?
That should have been the tagline for the other one.
I'm going to call this episode a longer episode because I want to look at shit we didn't cover this season.
Yeah.
Secrets of the Tomb.
That's just an album name.
That's like a Halloween album from 1981 right there.
Yeah. Mother's Bachelors in Blood.
A new start.
That's the lamest
That
one
one
yet.
sucks.
That sucked.
The ratings dipped for that episode only.
Oh man, I think that was a pretty weak episode.
Stefan, Damon, Alark, and Elena against tomb vampires.
That's just the description.
That's the episode. Uncle John and his dark secret.
That doesn't sound right at all.
That sounds kind of weird, actually.
That's sus as fuck.
A gala so bloody, you'll be wearing red. Oh. Woo! The hatred begins in the past.
And then Isabel returns to Mystic Falls, and this is just the beginning with an ending that'll leave you hanging.
Okay, that's all.
Alright, that's all of them.
So,
holy crap.
Everyone's getting dressed, but there's like a filter over it, like it's the past. But it's actually not the past, because like when Elena's wearing this big fancy dress, there's like a lady who comes and helps do her hair. I think it was Caroline, maybe?
It was Jenna.
It was Jenna. Yeah, Jenna was helping her hair. Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't sure if this was Elena or Catherine, and then we saw Jenna. It was like, oh, okay, it's Elena.
And Stefan's in a suit, and then there's a big party. There's like a big old party.
It's a parade.
There's a big parade, and there's soldiers. Confederate soldiers. People dressed as Confederate soldiers.
Just don't think about it, folks.
Do not think about it.
Don't.
So everyone's there. Damon shows up in a shirt, like this black button-down shirt, and he's like, "Oh, everyone's dressed all weird. I don't like it." He talks about how, like, "Oh, it's Founders Day, and I'm here to party because all our enemies of the season are gone, and we're all good, or so we think." Huh? Stefan's just not amused by Damon or his Damon humor, which I do not.
He's just getting done. He's done with this shit.
He is done with this shit. Lockwood supervising the preparations? Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's
There's
see.
a lot of just stuff going on.
Elena's walking around. Elena shows up while the Salvatores are bickering, and shows up in this comically huge dress. And Damon just makes a weird face of just like, "Wow, you look weird."
You look weird in that dress.
It's like, "Oh, you look like Catherine, actually."
Yeah.
Has anyone told you look like Catherine?
No. Make it super fucking awkward.
The only thing that was weird is I'm kind of surprised she wants to dress up, because if you remember in Miss Mystic Falls a couple episodes ago, she was reluctant at best to dress up for that whole thing, and she lost.
Did it 'cause,
she mostly did it because she got pressured into by Bonnie, and
her mom wanted to.
Yeah, her mom wanted her to, and also everyone kept bringing that up, but now she's just doing it 'cause. Did Nina Dobrev just want to wear a big dress? Jeremy's got a wife beater on, and he's got his like straps, and he's gonna dress as a Confederate soldier when
Yeah.
when Anna walks in.
Don't think about it, Anna.
Jeremy's sad, and Anna's also sad because Pearl died, and Anna's just talking about like you know your fucking uncle did it, right? Like Jeff. Fuck John.
He's still gonna be around. He's
John,
not dead by the end of this episode.
John's alive, and Anna's just like, John is the one who killed Pearl, right? And he's like, well, I mean, he hates all the vampires, and I can kind of see why. Except his wife, I guess.
I don't understand where he's coming from, Jeremy.
I don't know where he's coming from. He's clearly working for a vampire. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He hates vampires and he keeps killing them.
And also, you were kidnapped by Isabel, weren't you? You were kidnapped with John.
Yeah.
You were both kidnapped, and like they didn't tell you anything.
Absolute madness.
Madness. Anna's like, why are you defending like John and his shitty like personality and behavior? And he's like, I'm not. Look. Anna offers them to skedaddle because this town's got nothing for them, and she hands him a vial of her own blood in case Jeremy would like to become a vampire, which is a Chekhov's gun for later on.
Yeah.
Keep this like shitty blood vial near you.
Yeah. Keep it on you in case you ever want to turn.
Just in case,
drink it and die.
You just gotta drink it and die. Easy. Just don't do anything that would make it so you wouldn't die right away. Jeremy's not happy about Elena either. Stefan talks to Elena about how John's connected to Isabel and might be her father. But Elena's not sure about that.
How to feel about that.
And also like is worried about Jeremy hating her than anything else. Because he read the Vampire Diaries, so yeah, he would hate her.
Yeah, he read her the Vampire Diaries, and he's upset about the mind wipe. Fair
Matt and Caroline are at the party, and they're taking pictures, but Matt's got a cast because he got that car that dropped on his hand, and he's got like a broken wrist. And Tyler comes up to them, and he's also dressed as a Confederate soldier, but Matt and Caroline kind of blow him off.
Because of, I guess...
He tried to fuck their mom, or he tried to fuck Matt's mom.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's why. I wasn't sure why, but it's like, oh, yeah, there's that.
Jeremy encounters Elena, and they argue for a bit, and I just kind of commented how the actor for Jeremy is just not good at playing an angry guy.
He's just not good at conveying anger, honestly.
Nothing about him seems angry.
I don't think this man is capable of being angry.
They hired a small, real marching band for the Mystic Falls Parade.
Yes. For all sorts of fun parade things like the Miss Mystic Falls.
The Miss Mystic Falls float and the recreation of the church battle that happened. Don't think about why.
Don't think about it.
The Battle of Fells Church or whatever.
There.
And the football team's just hanging out. It's been 19 episodes, but they're back.
They're back. I guess they weren't completely shuttered by the death of that coach.
They are hooping and hollering.
And we're just constantly getting cuts to Bonnie.
We're getting cuts to Bonnie just smiling.
Not thinking about it.
We have a Confederate parade float, and then Elena's on a float with Caroline and, Miss Mystic Falls, and it's like, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they all white?
Aren't they? Basically. It's so awkward to think about, because the show's not going to draw attention to that, but they're
not going to talk about it. They're not going to talk about it. We have our joke of
don't think about it.
They have the joke of the show's telling you not to think about it.
Don't.
Damon just kind of shows up on screen in front of Bonnie and starts waving at the float, and Bonnie's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And just Damon's like, "I'm at the parade. It's fun."
Yeah, like Damon jumps into frame. It's not even like a jump scare. He just kind of
sudden Damon photobomb and
photo bombs.
And Bonnie just starts leaving. And Damon finally catches up to her and just thanks her because she undid the vampire weapon. And that means that, that she trusts him, and he really appreciates that. She totally bamboozled them, by the way, but he doesn't know
Bonnie's
that.
just feeling like a real piece of shit
It's
right
like,
now.
wow, I feel like shit.
Thanks, Damon.
By the way, the Mystic Falls football team, their float was just a fucking hay bale.
And they're just sitting on it.
They're on a hay bale, and they're like, whoop, 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 whoop. With like the most black extras of the entire show. They're all there.
This is weirdly like I think the most notable amount of black extras we've
There's
had
so
in
many
an
black
episode.
extras. I'm not used to it. I'm just used to like, oh, Harper. And
yeah, it's like that's about it. It's like
That's it.
there's just all these like, and but it makes it all the more glaring how awkward Founders Day is.
Founders Day is a little awkward, it turns out. They should really try. I'm not saying you need to like have a predominantly black cast, but I feel like you should have some black people besides like Bonnie.
Bonnie's about it for right now.
Yeah.
It.
At least she's kind of in an important role, even though like in the second half of the season, she kind of is not.
She got vanished after.
She vanished a little bit after her Graham died.
And I mean that's fair.
So Jeff is talking about the Gilbert device to the mayor and explaining how it works. You plug it in, it plays like weird screamy noises for 5 minutes, and all the vampires just hate this shit, and then you can run around and vervain them. And he's like, how are we going to get all the vampires here in town? It's like, oh, the vampires are going to conduct an attack. Because I found out they're going to do an attack when the fireworks go off. And they're going to just start killing all the founders and the ancestors of the founders. And then we cut to a clip of all the vampires having like a football meeting.
The tomb vampires are just in this like absolute nowhere location with like a whiteboard or something.
They got a whiteboard and like a really shitty drawn map of the town square. And it made me laugh because I wrote shittymap.jpg because back when we used to write like Danganronpa fan fiction, I would make maps. I would make like MS Paint maps of areas just so you could understand where all the like pieces of everything was.
Reference points for us to use, like visual reference points we needed for like a floor.
Well, like yeah, it would be like a floor plan. It'd be like this. They're in this room. This is the hallway they're going down. You have to go through this door. That kind of shit. And it just reminds me of shittymap.jpg.
Didn't we make that a canon thing in the universe of that fic?
We did, because
yes, someone drew the actual shitty map.
Someone drew a shitty map, and everyone just made fun of them for it looking terrible.
Yeah.
So we're at Spoon's Grill. Oh, I forgot. Anna shows up at the evil vampire base just cause.
Yeah.
They don't ask questions about it, by the way, even though like they know she's Pearl's kid, and they don't agree with Pearl because they fucking abandoned her.
And they don't know she died. So...
And they don't know she died. So why the fuck is Anna there, and no one asks any questions?
No one suspects Anna in the slightest.
No one suspects Anna in the slightest, and that never pays off. So whatever. Damon thinks Elena looks better dressed as a person at the Spoon's Grill. By the way, they're back to the fucking red pool tables. I'm telling you, I'm keeping track of this.
It's like, have you just been writing down the felt color for each episode?
Yeah. Or at least when I remember to.
Yeah, at least when you remember to.
I swear to God, every episode has the Spoon's Grill.
Every episode, at least once they're at the Spoon's Grill, and at once there's a pool table, and the felt color is different. I think the one time they weren't at the Spoon's Grill, they were just out in Georgia.
So Elena is trying to get it across to Damon that, you know, she's in a relationship with Stefan, and like she likes Damon and wants him in her life, but not in a romantic way. And she wants him to be cool with that, and also stop flirting with her and stop doing the eyebrow thing. And Damon's like, what eye thing? And he just does the eye thing.
It's like, you always do the eye thing. It's like, don't make me regret being your friend. And it's like, yeah. Also, don't be evil, I think, was on the itinerary.
Don't be evil. It's like,
Stop
50-50 on
doing
that.
Mm.
Jeremy is sad and eating a salad.
And he's still angry at Elena.
He's still angry at Elena, so Elena just spots him eating salad and goes to talk to him. And now Jeremy should know that you don't make friends with salad.
Oh
So,
yeah.
She tries to apologize to him that it's like, I know we can't fix our relationship right away, but I want to, and I want to take steps into doing that. And that I'm sorry, and, I don't want to hurt you again. And Jeremy just tells her to go to hell.
Yep, he is just.
I don't know why I
done.
cheered when he said that. I just thought it was funny.
I think you just thought it was funny because you were not expecting Jeremy to just go to hell.
I was like, yeah! You tell her to go to hell.
Fucking.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. We're doing awards at the end of this episode, so do you have any awards later? Or did you...
Shit.
Do you remember them, or did you just, internalize them?
I think we wrote him down in the Discord, so we got him.
I wrote them down.
Yeah. So I can pull those up.
Okay, just making sure, because we'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy just kind of walks out of the Spoon's Grill, and Damon follows him and just starts telling him to ease off, and Jeremy blows him off. So Damon grabs his arm and kind of threatens him mildly, but Stefan walks in. I'm just like, you can't just start threatening people if they don't treat Elena right.
Like, that's not how this works. That's fucked up.
You have a very selfish and straightforward way of doing things, and it just makes you come across as kind of a dick. So they bicker some more, just bickering, bicker.
And you're really doing a lot of what you do for the wrong reasons.
Sheriff Forbes is talking with John Gilbert about how she kind of doesn't want to go with the Gilbert device plan, mostly because
the plan of
all their kids are there, and this is probably going to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, there's too much risk involved.
She's turned a corner, and she's the voice of reason in this, and then John's not listening, and then she kind of implies that she's going to call it off, and as she walks away, John just fucking smacks her in the back of the head to knock her out.
Cuffs, just fucking cracks her over the head with something and cuffs her to a pole, and that's holy shit, whoa, fuck.
Yeah, she
John.
just knocks her the fuck out, and then handcuffs her to a pole.
God, John taking the most proactive role of the founders, I guess.
I was going to say that is pretty proactive, but at the same time, I don't know why he did that.
Just to stop her from stopping them. Good job.
Yeah, but Isabel.
Yeah, I don't get his motivations either.
I don't think he turned on Isabel after she kidnapped him, right?
We should remember this, but
no, because so when Bonnie didn't disarm the device, he got a phone call from Isabel to continue hunting the Salvatores.
Yeah.
So they are working
right.
together.
They're still working together, yeah.
But she's a vampire. So he's the biggest fucking hypocrite in the world.
He's the biggest fucking hypocrite.
Damon is walking around like he lost his car as night falls, and then Anna shows up, and Anna says that she infiltrated the vampire base of the tomb vampires, and that she's gonna do the whole double agent thing. And she's like, the vampires are gonna attack tonight, Damon, and where? They're already here, Damon. When? Oh, when the fireworks come off. And it's like, where are the vampires? They're already among us.
She doesn't say among us, sadly.
Well, they imply it's among us, but they're all in an alleyway, and there's this dude with a ponytail, and he's just like, all right, guys, plan kill the founders is underway right now.
Everybody stare.
Everybody, just when the mayor speaks, just glare at them you just ate a baby right in front of you, and then
let out a nasty fart of a baby.
And then when the fireworks go off, we murder him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone high fives and all right, let's go kill people. Go team.
Go team tomb.
Team. Damon grabs Alaric Saltzman, who's just talking to a guy, and asks if he has any vampire killing weapons, and he's gonna get Elena the fuck out of there. And Alark leads him to his car, but Elena doesn't want to go with Damon. She wants to find Jeremy.
Jeremy's in trouble.
We cut
He's
back
still
to the
there.
bar with a very obvious Amberlynn cover of
Our second one of this season.
Yes.
It was True Faith.
Yes. It was a New Order cover of True Faith.
Amberlynn cover of of New Order's True Faith. Very good.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, the vampires attack by entering the crowd and staring at the mayor. The mayor's at Spoon's Grill, and he's like trying to get Tyler to leave because, a bunch of dangerous shit's gonna happen because
Shit's going down.
Shit's going down. He wants his son out of there. And for some reason, instead, like, when Tyler declines, he just immediately grabs him in public and threatens him in front of the rest of the people at the bar.
You son of a bitch, I will put you in a Hell's Gate if you don't get the hell out of here.
And then he tries asking really nicely after he threatens him and, like, the whole crowd's watching. And I was just like, that feels backwards.
It feels like not how you do that.
No, it feels like it'd be like, son, we gotta get out of here. No, why? I was like, no, we are getting out of here, son. No, and then they fucking grab him like, what the fuck's wrong with you? We are leaving right goddamn now.
I think the stupidest part of this and about just all this coming up is you'd think that as mayor he'd have like a cover for why they need to evacuate.
The weird thing is the mayor knows the vampires are going to attack when the fireworks go off. So I would just make it so the fireworks don't go off.
Just say there was a gas leak, somebody called in a bomb threat.
There was a fire,
something.
like a small fire, and we were like where we were storing the fireworks, and we didn't want like anything to go off.
So we're postponing the fireworks.
We're postponing the fireworks. We'll see if we can do them later tonight, or something like that.
Look at that. That means that the fireworks won't go off, and the vampires won't attack.
But apparently not. Anna finds Jeremy at the Spoon's Grill and kind of takes him into the restroom. The mayor makes his speech, and all the fucking vampires are making poopy face at him. Bonnie, hits a nudge on one of the vampires when she walks by, and I thought it was like she was trying to do something. But no, she just bumped into him.
She just bumped into a vampire and kind of looked at him. Then walked on.
So Damon has found John, and he opens the door and just says, "John, what the fuck are you doing?" And then John's like, "Oh, this."
Starts playing the screechy noise.
Starts playing the ah! And the screeching noise, which kind of plays over the audio as all the vampires clutch their skulls like they have like the worst migraine in the world. And then I just started going like, "Nice legs, Daisy." Just make the boys go, "Woo!"
We're just singing, fake singing "Frio Free."
Just like, and I want to make an edit. I swear to God, I am going to find the clip of like everyone seething from the Gilbert device and just play 303 over it.
Don't trust the Ah!
And then we watched the video, and they're wearing the public safety uniforms, and we kept talking about that when we made the worst music bracket.
We were playing the worst music bracket. They play the video, and the guys from Frio Free are wearing like the button-up shirts, the black pants, and the ties, and we kept calling it Denji drip.
I kept saying like he got the Denjis on.
They got the Denjis on.
So the migraine device seizes all the vampires, but the weird thing is, it also gets the mayor and Tyler.
And they're not vampires.
But they are not vampires, it is confirmed, because the vervain didn't work when they snatched up the mayor.
And it's supposed to be a frequency that humans can't hear.
So I guess, or I was going to say, I guess Tyler, Matt, and Caroline were kind of sharing a ride on the way home. I guess Caroline got her car.
Driving.
I guess Caroline got her car fixed, or it's Tyler's car or something.
It's Tyler's car because Tyler was driving,
and Tyler's got the the headache, and he crashes into a fence at like a really low speed.
Yeah, he managed to pull his foot off the gas real quick.
Yeah, but like it looked like they were slowing down, and then they hit it, and then when they cut back, like later on in the episode, they're all on the ground, and the EMTs are like trying to do emergency care for all of them.
Like they
Like,
did not.
You did like a 10-mile-an-hour crash. Are you fucking kidding me?
You would have gotten slightly bumped on the head for that, I feel.
I mean, you can have an injury at a low-speed crash, but not like that. Like Caroline needed surgery. Like,
oh yeah, she got internal bleeding.
she had internal hemorrhaging. Like she had to fucking like get help. No one else did.
Is that possible on a 10-mile-an-hour collision?
I don't know. But yeah, the mayor's bleeding
like
out of his ears. And then this really cool thing happens where, like, one of the cops is going after Stefan, and Elena starts panicking. And then Alaric goes, oh, I saw one over there. Like, I saw a vampire over there. I'll take care of this one. And then he just, like, grabs Stefan and then kind of gets him out of trouble. I was like, hey, you're using your status as, like, a vampire hunter to help your vampire friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, that was quick thinking, so good job, Alaric Saltzman.
They trust you, Alaric Saltzman.
They trust you, Alaric Saltzman, you weird alcoholic.
Weird alcoholic.
I don't dislike him as a character. I just think his name's stupid.
His name's dumb, but he's honestly a pretty good character.
He's actually on like the upper half of characters for me.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like him.
We do have a scene of the cops taking Anna away, and Jeremy's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, the cops take away Anna from him, and also I found a screen. Okay, so I was looking for screenshots.
Yes.
I found this.
Oh God. Amazing.
I don't know if we should use this of like Jeremy doing like a weird screamy face or the picture of the pills that we got later.
I gotta do the picture of the pills because it's so funny. It's so good.
So, yeah, just Jeremy's doing this like weird screamy voice as Anna's taken away and gets like shit injected in her leg by the cops.
She gets vervained.
She gets vervained and took it away. Let's see. All the vampires are in a basement. They're in the basement of the Gilbert Clinic, according to the Wikipedia. According to the wiki.
Okay, interesting. Why the fuck does no one
the Gilbert
own
medicine
the Gilbert Clinic?
thing?
Yeah, why does no one own the Gilbert Clinic? Like you'd think that.
I think John owns the Gilbert Clinic.
Okay, that will explain it. Yeah, he would.
Because John said that like he never gave the rights up to Jenna or Elena.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So I guess it's his building?
So he could just set it on fire if he wants, and he's going to.
Yeah, they're laying down gasoline, and like they're going to set it on fire. And I thought what they were going to do was just set it on fire with the vampires inside. But then Anna kind of stirs, and Damon watches as he stakes Elena in the chest, or he stakes fucking Anna in the chest.
Yeah, John stakes Anna in the chest.
And Damon's watching, and Anna just has this really bad death rattle, like,
Yeah, she's like, no. It's like, God. Like, the actress isn't bad, but I don't know.
No, Anna's fine. I don't know what that was.
That was weak.
So, the thing that I don't understand is he stabbed one of them and killed Anna. And then he just was going to burn the rest down.
I genuinely wonder
why didn't he
point of killing Anna.
I was going to say, why didn't he do that thing where you're just like walking around finishing off survivors like some kind of like horrible war movie or something?
Yeah.
If you're going to be if you're going to be thorough about it,
like either you're going to light them all on was it supposed to be the idea that he showed that he was it super personal with Anna because he didn't was know that Jeremy?
He didn't know that Damon was awake. Like, who was that for? Was that for him? Because he was going to kill the other vampires with fire, right?
I feel like he wanted to make it personal for some reason that I don't understand. Because he knows Anna has a thing for Jeremy,
and she knows that like he knows that Anna's Pearl's daughter.
So, was that like just a personal thing where he's like...
Well, why would he stake one of them and then leave the others alive for burning to death?
For burning to death. Which, well, I guess we learned vampires are in fact weak to fire.
Yeah, everything's fucking weak to fire. It's
I mean,
fire!
what isn't? What isn't? But
With prolonged fire, fire burn hot fire.
yeah,
Okay,
everything
so
does burn.
everything's on fire. John only staked Elena for some or Anna for some reason. Elena figures out, kinda through Alaric, that Bonnie didn't do shit with the fucking Gilbert device. That didn't do anything.
Yeah. Were we told that it was a thing that could kill vampires? I thought this was gonna be like a.
It
like some
doesn't
sort of
kill
weapon.
vampires. It stuns them so that you can
Stuns
kill
them.
them. But I don't call it a weapon if that's the case. I thought it was going to kill I thought it was going to be like some kind of cool ass. Like
I thought we were gonna get like some sort of cannon device.
I thought it was going to be like some kind of fox die shit where like it only kills vampires, right? Fox die in Metal Gear, by the way, is a virus that can only kill the people it's designed to kill. So like I can if someone wants to kill me, I'll get sick and die, but you'll be fine if you catch it because you're not me. I thought it'd be something like that, or like a psychic brain bleed or something. But no, it just goes ee.
Yeah, it just goes ee, and then it has the same effectiveness as I do playing as Yumiko in Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
That was years ago. I don't know if I could still do that voice, and I'm not gonna try.
I'm not gonna try either.
Brawlhalla. Back when we played Brawlhalla, there was a skin for a character called Yumiko, called Lil Yumiko, that made her like a child version of herself.
Yes, and I hated it.
And well, he hated it because I also had the Super Saiyan like key charge taunt, and I would combine those with this high pitched squeal that I would do, like in the corner to draw aggro on him, and it would work. And it was the worst thing.
I don't know why we don't play Brawlhalla anymore. That's fun.
We do need to get back into it.
We have the all brawlers pass. We could just fucking pick it up like nothing happened.
Yeah.
They also got co-op modes and other shit.
Yeah. Oh god, sorry, I had to stretch
So
there.
Damon's kind of awake, and he has enough gumption to talk to the mayor. And the mayor starts freaking. And like, "What are you doing here?" And Damon's like, "Well, I'm a vampire." And the mayor starts freaking out. And then he climbs. He climbs on like a vampire's lap, and they're just alive.
They're like, I got the mayor.
Fuck you.
Fuck this rando. Just fucking snaps the mayor's neck right then and there.
Why didn't John kill the mayor? John Mayer. No.
He left so many. No. He left so many of these vampires alive and opted for just burning them.
They're alive in there, and they can just whoosh out, right? Like it's a.
I mean, yeah, they're weakened by the vervain, but like, be definitive, be decisive.
Why are you just like doing the walk away on this when you want them dead?
Should have been fucking just hammering stakes into them all night, and then it's like, all right, they're all dead.
The mayor's wife, wondering why the police took away her husband, finds Sheriff Forbes and finds her locked to the pipe, and helps Sheriff Forbes get out of the pipe, so that they can go look for the mayor.
Because it's like, shit.
Now they're at the car crash scene, and all of them are on the floor, and they're checking if anyone's okay. I think Matt's awake. Caroline's not.
I don't think any of them were on the floor. I remember Caroline at least arguing that she's fine, unless that's a later scene.
I don't think that happened.
I remember it was like Matt was like trying to tell her to get like into the ambulance or something, and she says like, no, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Tyler's out cold. And
Tyler was out, yeah.
Tyler was out cold, and they check his eyes, and he got fucking weird ass eyes.
Got weird eyes. But he's not a vampire. We know that.
Yeah, he's not a vampire. And they were just wondering why his eyes are all weird. But then he just comes to and nothing happens. Stefan uses his hearing to determine where the burning building is, and, he tries to break in, but Bonnie stops them. Because she wants to tell them...
trying to go in.
She wants to tell him that, I faked the whole I faked the whole, fixing the Gilbert device thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So,
Sorry.
Stefan goes in, but Elena stays out. And then Bonnie does this weird thing where, like, she grabs Elena's arm and just starts chanting shit.
And then the fire inside the building starts going down.
It doesn't go down all the way. It just goes down a little.
Just enough to allow Stefan to go down the stairs.
Bonnie
and
learned the
Damon,
make the fire go out a little spell.
which
but
is
yeah,
weird,
Stefan...
as you'd think she'd use the spell to make the fire even more.
Stefan rushes out with Damon. All the other vampires die. Elena's confused that she's still getting her hand grabbed when this happens. By the way, they went through the fire exit.
They went for the fire exit. We're not sure if this building had a fire extinguisher. Though,
It
given
really
that
should
this
have
is
if they wanted to
apparently-
be OSHA compliant.
Although to be fair, given that this is John's building and he was setting it up to kill vampires, and he probably took that out.
Yeah, but like that would not be OSHA compliant. I mean, I guess it's a private building. I guess it's a private building if he doesn't do anything in it, right? I guess.
Well, it's not really OSHA compliant to set the building on fire either.
That one vampire who broke the mayor's neck gets set on fire. And it looks like them Salvatore boys got themselves out of a real hot situation.
I don't
Like,
know why.
they rush out of the burning building together and, like, Damon's coughing, and they're both fine. The story broke that it's an electrical fire. That's the cover story.
It's not.
My
fucking
ass, the
no
building's
way.
made of bricks.
No way would an electrical fire go off like that. Also, how would you explain like the lingering like stench of gasoline?
Yeah.
Like I know gasoline burns up and shit, and probably would burn out the smell. There'd be traces somewhere. There's no way that it would be able to be blamed on faulty wiring.
You'd think.
In the comments below, tell us how badly tell us how easy it is to cover up a burning building by claiming electrical damage.
Yep, that's what our poll is.
That's our engagement farm of the night.
Jeremy's sad and sitting around with that vial of Anna's blood. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stefan talks to Elena why he can't hate Damon because brothers.
You're my brother.
Jeremy's sad and he kind of sits around with that vial of Anna's blood and goes to hide it in a drawer because fuck it, you just leave it in a drawer.
They won't find it there.
Damon comes personally to tell Jeremy that Anna died and that he saw it happen. And he also comes with an offer to fix Jeremy's depression.
Again.
But Jeremy's
Wait,
just
so-
like, I don't see the point of that. I don't know why. Like, even if you fix my memory, I'm still going to be sad and hate my life and still don't know what's wrong with me. And Damon kind of apologizes for turning Vicky because he was just being an edgy boy back then. He killed Sweater Boy. He ruined Vicky's life. He did a bunch of random shit. Really, he killed the football coach. That'd be funny if he was like, "I'm sorry, I killed the football coach." Okay. Jeremy asks Damon if it's easier to not feel things when you're a vampire because you could turn your brain off and shit. Damon kind of talks him out of it a little bit, but then he's like, "Yeah, actually, no, it's pretty cool." Tyler apologizes to Matt at the hospital over what happened, and I guess they're gonna sort it out, maybe? Then, Sheriff Forbes comes out and talks about how, like, Caroline's gotta go to fucking surgery and shit.
She's got internal bleeding.
And she tells Tyler that she's gotta call his mom because his dad fucking died in a fire.
It's your dad. Your dad's dead. He's fucking dead. He died in a fire caused by an electrical outlet
Thing.
That's what I think is going to make this really weird, is that there were bodies in that fucking fire.
There are a lot of bodies in that fire. Well, they turn to ash if they're vampires, but dad won't.
But also, there's the mayor's body, which did not turn to ash.
Why did he burn alive?
Why did the mayor burn alive, and why was he surrounded by all these ashes?
So Jeremy is sad, and he goes to the restroom. He takes that old ass vial of Anna blood and chugs that shit. and then grabs the medication that he's been selling. He grabs the pill bottle that, because that whole
Elena's pain pills. For
Elena's
her
pain
accident.
pills from her accident that killed his parents.
That
And
killed
we
her parents,
finally
yeah.
see a close up of them. And it is acetaminophen and fucking hydrocodone, which is a Vicodin. And then we started screaming.
Because it's pretty much now it's confirmed that Jeremy has been actually selling Tylenol.
Well,
It's
Vicodin
canon.
is stronger than Tylenol, but I think you could get Vicodin over the counter back in the day.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about that.
I mean, it is a prescription. It's
It's
bottle,
a prescription
but still,
pills, but I have it right here. Mystic Falls Drug Mart, bill date 5/24/09, EX number 045638 by Dr. Moreno. It says, Elena Gilbert, take 1 tablet every 4 to 6 hours as needed for pain. It doesn't tell you, to stop taking it if you have too much. So, if you can math this, you're awake 18 hours of the day, give or take. Some people are up 16, some are up 17, that kind of shit.
some are up 22.
Because the freaks. So, that means that if you take Vicodin every 4 to 6 hours, you are taking 4 a day. And I decided I wanted to look up how much Vicodin you needed to take to be technically under an overdose. And then I found out this fun fact. Sometimes you can take 2 Vicodin per dose up to 4 times a day. Which is 8 Vicodin a day. Jeremy's been selling these pills to people.
Then there's not a lot left.
Do you know what it says on the bottom? It says, fill date 5/24/09, refill 0. Which means when Elena Gilbert went into that car accident and took her how much amount of Vicodin she took, it is an opioid. But she stopped taking it before the prescription was done. But I assume she at least took some of them.
At least a few.
So if Elena Gilbert took some of these Vicodin, and then Jeremy handed out these Vicodin to Vicky and shit, I don't, because there isn't a refill left, I don't think there's that much Vicodin in the pill case.
No, that bottle's probably got
that bottle's
less than
probably
half.
got 10 in there.
Yeah.
Jeremy dumps out the 10 Vicodin.
And it's about 10. It looks more, but it's probably about 10.
He takes about the 10 Vicodin and he slams that shit. Because what he wants to do is he wants to kill himself to become a vampire. And by the way, this was a real fun search because it whenever you look this up on Google will just be like, please don't kill yourself.
They think that you are attempting suicide by
I
looking
want
up
there to be a
information.
Google function where it's a tick box and you just tick, I'm a writer.
or I'm doing actual research. It's fine.
Please stop. Okay. I will be candid in one thing. Of the two of us, I was the one who attempted suicide. At least once.
At least once.
I will go through it in a fun segment called Ash's Suicide Attempt.
Oh my god, that's fun.
All right, let's go.
Let's do a quick trigger warning, even though we should have probably done this earlier. Suicide talk.
We're going to record a disclaimer and then put it at the start of this.
Oh, excellent, good.
We'll just do it after the recording's done. So, let's go through the journey of my 4 suicide attempts.
Oh, Jesus.
First time. First time, I tried to hang myself with a belt in the closet. I hung a belt around the loop of the dowel of the closet where you put your clothes hangers.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of dropped down, and the dowel broke and hit me in the head.
Somehow you went on to try 3 more times after that.
Yeah.
That alone, I felt, should have been enough to convince you. But let's continue onwards.
The second time, I the second time I headbutted a wall as hard as I could because I thought it would work. All that happened was I got a concussion. The third time was I got broken up with back when I was like 17. I took all of Mom's sleeping pills and I drank them. Now, here's the fun thing about some sleeping pills. Some sleeping pills, if you take them, your breathing slows down and you like suffocate to death. I didn't know that because I was stupid. I took melatonin.
You just downed a shitload of melatonin.
I downed a shitload of melatonin and I slept for 34 hours. And then when I woke up, I was just really thirsty. And I was like, wow, that was stupid. The last time, and this was the big one, when I was 18, I think you already knew me.
By this time, we had met. Like, I think we had just left the dark match.
I was going to get kicked. I was going to get kicked out of the house because I couldn't get a job because my mom was crazy. And she would just barge into my room sometimes and do these ultimatums about kicking me out of the house.
Yeah.
Because my mom was crazy. We were, by the way, that's happened. You were there when those happened. We were recording like a TLC pay-per-view with the Shield. And I remember Mom came in and told me I was getting kicked out, and then I left and started crying and shit.
Yeah, crazy times.
So I was really sad, and I thought, oh, I'll never be able to be an adult and get a job and have a life. So
you were 18.
I was 18.
Fucking.
I walked to an overpass, and I jumped off the overpass. Now, you see, I live in a very small town. The overpass was nowhere near the height you would need to, like, do any physical damage. I just sprained my ankle. And then after that, I talked about it to my partner, and they broke up with me too. Because they were like, all right, you have issues. And then I decided, yeah, this isn't working. I'm not going to try it anymore.
Yeah. No, not again.
So, moral of the story is, killing yourself is pointless.
Pointless and not worth the effort.
Not worth the effort most of the time. You have to be really good at killing yourself to kill yourself. Like, I heard this one guy who set up like a running chainsaw and just like ran at it and it took his head off. And I don't think I would have the
good at it.
I don't have the
secret.
I don't have the balls to do that.
You don't have the balls or the know-how.
I don't have the balls, the know-how, or the chainsaw to do that. I'm doing better, by the way. I just want to point.
A lot better these days.
I'm 30. I'm not dead.
Made it
so
to
hey,
30, yeah. So.
But yeah.
With all that said,
Jeremy did not take enough Vicodin to die.
He did not. There's no way there was enough Vicodin to cause a fatal overdose.
And I thought it was really funny because during the Jenny Nicholson video that we watched, she talked about how, like, the weird vampire healing thing is weird. Because, like, okay, so you need to take vampire blood and die. But if you don't die, the vampire blood will heal you.
And will pass through your system.
And it'll pass through your system. So she was talking about how, like, spoilers for the next season, but there's a clip of Damon finding Jeremy and talking about how, like, oh, the blood must have healed him before the drugs could kill him. And that sounds really weird because it makes it sound that, like, the vampire healing rule is weird and random.
But
actually...
yeah. It's more likely that...
If he didn't take... Jeremy just has liver damage, is the thing I'm trying to say.
At most, he has liver damage. He
has
not
liver
take
damage,
nearly enough.
And his vampire blood healed that, and it didn't really heal him dying.
Because he wasn't really at risk.
Because I did that whole preamble to talk about how I don't think he took enough pills to die.
He did not take enough pills.
I'm sad that it had oxycodone on the side of that or hydrocodone because I was hoping that he just slammed Tylenol and died.
Or tried to die by slamming down Tylenol.
Yeah, because there's a Tylenol / hydroxy something that is just the Tylenol and the diphenhydramine for like cold and flu. And I thought he took that, but he took Vicodin, so they couldn't get Vicodin though as a name.
Yeah.
Because I assume Big
that's
Pharma wouldn't
copyrighted.
sign off on that.
That's a trademark of some kind.
That's
I
a trademark, and you can't go, I'm going to kill myself with this Vicodin trademark. Because I don't think Vicodin would be very happy. Or the
No.
people who make Vicodin would be very happy. This episode had a lot of shit in it, but it wasn't longer than the other episodes.
It goes, like, when things started winding down, we were like, God damn, there's still 11 minutes left.
When I was freaking out, there was a scene of Bonnie speaking to Stefan about something. I think it was apologizing for lying.
Yeah.
And I guess it went okay because they didn't argue or anything, did they?
No, it seemed to go fine. Let me see what the wiki has to say on that.
Yeah, let's see what the wiki has to say.
Okay, Bonnie comes to C7, tells him that she saved him and Damon only because Elena loves him. She says that things have to change, and that she knows who she is now. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. He's just saying this shit's got to stop.
Did he say that shit's got to stop, or did she say that shit's...
Bonnie did.
Oh, okay.
That shit's got to stop.
Damon talks to what we can assume to be Elena. She's wearing the same clothes as Elena, but her hair is like curlier than it was.
Mm.
And, I guess you could miss that if you weren't paying a lot of attention. But they kind of talk to each other about like their relationship and how they still care about each other and stuff. And they kiss. Well, he kisses her on the cheek and then she kisses him on the lips.
And it's real awkward looking.
And Jenna opens the door and is like, what the fuck are you two doing?
What are you two doing? Get in here.
Yeah, and she tells that Elena should get back inside, and she goes. Damon stays outside, and he's like, did she kiss me on the fucking lips? Like, what?
What? That's weird.
We cut to Jeremy, who took so much ibuprofen. No.
Took so much Tylenol.
He took so much Vicodin, and he's sleepy now. John is in the house, and he's just getting shit out of the fridge. Elena's like
sadly,
waiting.
We didn't get to look at what was in the freezer because
No.
there was a thing. There was like a label on something, but we missed it.
So John's chilling at the fridge, and Elena shows up when he closes the door, and she's like grabbing stuff out of the cabinet, like she's gonna cook something.
I think she was like putting pulling knives out of the sink and drying them, putting them in the knife rack.
Yeah. John apologizes about what happened with Isabel and how he might be their father and stuff. But Elena just, talks to him for a bit, then just grabs the knife and chops his fucking fingers off.
Chops off his fingers where he's got the ring.
Yeah, he chops off his fingers because he's got the ring on his finger. And surprise, it's not fucking Elena, it's Catherine, bitch.
It's Catherine. Oh, shit. She just stabs him in the fucking, gut.
She stabs him in the gut and she goes, hi, John. Bye, John. Elena calls on the phone just saying that, some of her shit got stolen, and it's kind of weird that some of her shit got stolen. She goes back in her house, and you can hear Jeremy going, ugh, and we cut to black.
John. Or is it Jeremy or John?
It said Jeremy on the subtitles.
Oh, okay. So John's just dead.
John's just dead. We talked for a bit. Was Catherine invited back into the house? But technically Jenna did.
She did say, you should probably come inside, which does count as come inside, come on in. Does count. Still laughing at the still shot you found of Elena cutting John's fingers.
Oh yeah, Elena, when Catherine cut John's fingers, and his fingers look like little fake rubber fingers.
it looks like it's gonna reveal that it's fondant.
Is
actually
this cake or John fingers?
Is this John's hand or is it a cake?
You would know. Oh fuck, it's cake. Here's a fun trivia fact. For some reason, all the fire trucks were painted white.
Huh.
There's no explanation why.
That's just a thing that they did.
Okay, so the song choices of this episode was Every Time You Go by Ellie Goulding. Ellie Goulding was pretty popular for a spell.
Yeah, I feel like she hasn't done anything recently.
Well, I mean, I remember her
name.
name.
Yeah, she was like all over like the mid 2010s with Lights and Love Me Like You Do.
Yeah. Then we've got You've Changed by Sia. Back when Sia was not as popular as she was, but also before she wrote that weird autism musical.
Before the weird autism musical, yeah. This was like she was a presence, but she was not.
Because Sia got popular. Yeah, Sia got popular when she was much older than the typical pop star. She was like in her 40s when she got really, really popular. But she was making music for a long time before that. So
I want to say this is before Titanium.
It was.
Or like around that time. Let's see. Founders Day was released. Yeah, 2010. Titanium was 2011. So yeah, this was before her peak.
Yeah, before she took off, and much before she wrote weird autism musical.
Oh God.
I do not understand music. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, no, it's called music, and I don't understand it either.
And you're the autistic one of the two of us.
I'm the autistic one.
I'm the sad one.
It's such a terrible fucking thing. It should have won the Razzies that year. I think it lost out to... Did it lose out to Absolute Proof? Because that's stupid.
It might have. We've got the Amberlin cover of New Order's True Faith, and we got Bloodstream by Stateless, which is, I think, the song that plays when during the kissing scene.
Also, we have It Is What It Is by Lifehouse.
Yes, It Is What It Is by Lifehouse. I missed that. Huh.
We actually a fairly recognizable group of people this time. I mean,
well, sometimes they'll do like episodes where there's like 15 songs in it, and half of them you don't fucking know. So it is the end of the season, and this episode was actually pretty good.
This was a pretty good episode. I'm glad they kind of wrapped things up very nicely in a neat little bow-ish.
I think the only thing that's hanging out for the next season is just Catherine, and I think that's fine.
Catherine's back. And Isabel's still at large, but I
would like to see Isabel pitted against Catherine. I don't think that's where it's going, but I think that'd be fun.
Probably not where we're going, but we'll see. I mean, Catherine did just kill John, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. So, we are going to, because it's the end of the Vampire Diaries season, we are going to do season awards. Yay!
Yay!
I don't know why I thought of this. I just thought it might be fun.
I thought it would be a good time because we've gotten to the end to see or just what we can award this season, mainly in terms of characters, but maybe sometimes the episode.
We'll start with category 1, favorite character.
Damon.
I wrote Damon weirdly.
Damon weirdly. I don't even think it's weirdly. Ian Somerhalder is just having
Ian Somerhalder has a charisma about him that I appreciate.
Just
like, it's not just because he's like an edgy, he's being written as like the edgy Tumblr boy of this whole dynamic.
It's not just because he's the bad boy, he's having fun.
He's having fun. I feel like he's good at delivering, and I feel like he's good at being like an asshole, but also like being kind of likable in some scenes.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a little irredeemable. I felt like it was a little forced that he started redeeming himself a little bit at first, but I'm like, okay, I can see it.
You can see there's still some reluctance to it as well.
There is some reluctance to it besides the shit he did to Vicky. That was just for no fucking reason.
That was just cruelty.
Okay. So we both agree that Damon is our current favorite character for season 1. Stefan I like, but I do feel like that whole like addict thing that happened to him just sort of didn't go anywhere.
That was like a 1 episode or 2 episode thing.
I thought it was going to be an arc of like, oh, Stefan's falling off the wagon, but no, he got back on that wagon pretty fast.
He got back on the wagon almost immediately, and that's rough.
He does have that dog in him, which I do appreciate.
I love that he's got the dog in him. I love that he's not
He
like
he knows that he won't want to fuck around. He's not fucking around, and he will fuck
if
you up.
fuck around and find out with Stefan Salvatore. He will stake you
I
repeatedly.
don't think I've seen Edward in like what I saw of Twilight so far. Just whoop a guy's ass.
Just absolutely wreck a guy. No.
It's usually in self-defense with Edward, but no, just Stefan's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm a fucking end your ass. You come near me and my brother.
I think Damon did kill a bunch of people too, but he was just doing that just cause. So I didn't feel like it was like dog in him moment.
Yeah, no, wasn't really dogging him.
Least favorite character.
I'm gonna say Tyler.
I was gonna say Mayor Lockwood.
The thing is, Mayor Lockwood is at least kind of funny to watch.
Well, he's funny in a headcanon sense because we keep talking about how he wants his son to fight shirtless in the rain.
Yeah.
But like all he is, I'm sorry if I'm taking first on this. All he is just a generic shitty dad, abusive dad character. And he gets no personality, no development, and then he dies.
That's true. That is all true.
Tyler non-consensually forced himself on Vicky, and then just nobody called him out on that besides Jeremy once.
And also, he kind of flits between being an asshole, and the show tries to make you feel sympathetic for him.
Yeah, but he doesn't stay sympathetic enough to like be sympathetic for him. It's not like an Eddie Brock kind of thing where it's like, oh, I feel really bad for him, but also he's a villain.
No, it's like he's also just kind of a boring character. I'm never interested when he's on screen. Like,
yeah, he has the worst scenes, and it sucks because he interacts with Matt, and I like Matt.
Yeah, he ends up taking all the fun away from Matt, who is a favorite of ours. Not the favorite, but we like Matt.
Also, he tried to fuck Matt's mom, which was weird.
He also tried to fuck Matt's mom, which is also really weird. Yeah,
it's just a weird character, and I'm not sure that I like it, but I felt like Mayor Lockwood was a worse character because
I feel like what sucks is we're gonna have to deal with Tyler for more seasons.
There's more Tyler to go.
More Tyler to go.
I can't wait to see what a werewolf looks like.
Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah. So because we try not to spoil this stuff, but yes,
we're not
Tyler
trying to
is a
spoil.
Werewolf.
Well, they did it with the moon, and I thought we talked about it when that happened.
So Tyler is a werewolf,
apparently.
And
we don't know how.
We don't know what werewolf transformations look like.
I want to see what a werewolf looks like.
We are so excited for what the
God damn it! It better be good. It better be fucking. I hope to God they don't just give them teeth. I swear to God, I'll be so mad.
Oh, if it's just giving them teeth, I will be pissed. I will be no. You commit. You give us some fucking fur on that bastard.
Make him furry. Come on, dude. Misused / underrated character.
This is tough because we both have a. Well, I feel like I'll let you go first.
I felt like Lexi / Alexis should have stayed in the picture longer instead of being unceremoniously killed off by Damon.
And I will add on to that with Bree, another character who was killed off in the
She got her heart pulled out.
She got her heart pulled out. Stop having these cool older women characters that you then unceremoniously kill off after an episode.
I don't know. I feel like having his old flame around and also dealing with the Damon, Catherine, Isabel situation and having her as an unlikely ally / maybe not an ally even, like maybe she's working for Isabel too or some shit. Just like I feel like you could
mentor even to Elena because she doesn't mind that Damon's got a new thing.
I don't know. I feel like her character arc wasn't fully done even after like the thing with Lee happened and
where Lee tries to get revenge for her. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like that wasn't justified because we barely saw her, so I wouldn't know why Lee would be so mad. It's weird when a character is developed after it died after one episode of it being there.
Yeah, after one episode of being there, we have to expand them posthumously. And that's
and I feel like it'd be interesting if like we had to deal with Lee from the fact that he's a also a vampire, and she turned him, but maybe like, maybe that relationship isn't going so well, and that's why she left Georgia, that kind of thing.
Something.
I don't think it's like a side thing. I think you could tie it to the main story. I mean, it involves Stefan and Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bree was like, I think Bree's a witch, right?
Yeah, Bree was a witch.
She was like an older witch lady in the bar in like Atlanta.
She and Damon used to be in some kind
And
of
she
relationship.
and Damon used to be a fling, and that was fun. I felt like that, like if they both lived, they could do contrast with each other, and also like, I don't know, like maybe he keeps trying to get Damon to work for him, work for her, or her for work for Damon, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's fun. Now,
She was also friends with Lexi. What the fuck?
He was also friends with Lexi, yeah. So I feel like you could have spent 2 or 3 episodes dealing with that instead of just fucking one.
There's just one for each.
Like, have them get killed when the tomb vampires get out. There you go.
Right.
Like, Damon uses the chaos of the tomb vampires getting out to, like, finish off Lexi in the tomb or something like that.
Something like that.
And then he can lie to Damon, and then he can lie to Stefan about it, and then Stefan finds out later, and then they can bicker over it.
As they do.
As they do. Now, this next one is weird, but we kind of have been doing this thing where we come up with headcanons for characters that are not accurate, but just funny to keep talking about.
They're usually the source of our biggest running gags.
So, funniest headcanon character / funniest headcanon bit.
Well, we can't include Jeremy Gilbert
and his fucking Tylenol.
OTC Tylenol dealer anymore because that's canon. That's
kind
no
of.
longer a headcanon.
Well, it's Vicodin, but yeah.
It's Vicodin, but he's been selling over-the-counter pain meds and shit.
This was back before there was a stricter grip on like opioids, so I do think you could get Vicodin back in the day. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you could probably still get Vicodin over the counter in some form or another. We can't do that now because that's more canon than it is headcanon. So, oh man, I'm trying to think of all the characters we have little headcanons for.
I'm going Giuseppe.
You're gonna go Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Which is, Giuseppe.
My sons are fucking cowards.
Angry, toxically masculine Giuseppe Salvatore. I feel like the thing is with me, it's like Bonnie stopped being the
doxer arsonist.
The doxer criminal, yeah, the doxer arsonist criminal.
She stopped showing up in the second half of the season.
And also stopped showing up. Now, I'm going to go with a weird one. I'm going to go with fucking... he'd say it's not weird. I'm going to go with Mayor Lockwood.
Fighting the rain. It's not weird.
Fighting the rain. It's not weird.
I don't know why I like funniest headcanon character.
Just, they're both picked guys who are just very abusive to their sons in comical ways.
We like abusive dads at these hot idiots.
We like our abusive dads stupidly focus on this like idea of masculinity.
This weird masculinity that like no one else seems to follow at all.
And it just confuses and terrifies
You
everyone.
need to eat cigarettes, son. That's what a man does.
Get in my omoplata now, Tyler.
Most pointless episode.
Most pointless. Okay.
It could be worse. It could just be that didn't really do anything.
I feel like in terms of like the episodes I have the least affection for, I'm fairly certain it was like one of the later episodes. I don't want to say no, it wasn't Miss Mystic Falls because we at least had shit to talk about there. Was it? It was Blood Brothers. I did not give a shit about Blood Brothers.
You didn't give a shit about Blood Brothers?
It was Blood Brothers? Blood Brothers, yeah. Either Blood Brothers or just Isabel. No, Isabel I had stuff to talk about. I just
Blood Brothers, yeah.
Blood Brothers I remember just being actually bored while making the episode because it's like, God, what is there to talk about with this one?
Well, we tried.
We tried, but we were so uninvested in this episode specifically.
Uh,
Yeah, I think that
my
was the one where
my
the
most my
addiction thing.
I was gonna yeah, that's one of the that was like the addiction thing I think.
Yeah.
Well, it was after no Under Control was the addiction one. Miss Mystic
Oh.
Falls was also the addiction one, and then Blood Brothers was just sort of like Seven just sort of dealt with it, I guess.
Yeah.
My least favorite episode was Lost Girls.
Lost Girls? Ah, man, I don't remember Lost Girls all that well. Was that? Oh, that was like one of the first ones where they started
Actually,
doing the flashbacks.
I'm trying to remember if it was Lost Girls. I'm trying to think of it was the one with the big party.
The
Like
big party.
the big pointless. It might have been like Family Ties, actually.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Family Ties. Yeah.
Family Ties, which was the big stupid ball that didn't do anything.
Big
And I
stupid
think
ball
the
that
only
didn't do
reveal was
anything.
that like Damon was using Caroline, and that was it.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
fucking hated that episode. It was just like half of it was like a dancing montage.
It was a bunch of love triangle shit too with that episode too, and not even
Yeah.
interesting love triangle stuff. I think
That was when I got worried.
that was where like the Tyler, Vicky, Jeremy stuff was at its peak. And
Yeah.
it was bad.
Also, that was when I got worried when we were doing this podcast that I thought the episodes were like not interesting enough to talk about.
It was the point where if the fifth episode was bad, you would have probably called for the drop.
I might have called for a drop, but we persevered.
Your
And
Undead
also,
to Me was an improvement.
Your
I
Undead to
believe.
Me was fun, so whatever.
Oh, that was the one where the car wash caught fire.
That was when the car wash got fire, and I was back in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so episode that was actually pretty good.
Oh man, that's episode that was actually good.
Also
possibly
known
even
as
saying
favorite
my
episode.
Ah, damn. I mean, I've got to go with Unpleasantville.
I was going to go with Let the Right One In.
Let the right one in.
Because
let the right one in.
that
good.
is the one where Damon chokeslammed a guy, and
Yes.
I fucking love that.
Like, in terms of entertainment value, which is what usually draws me to an episode, Unpleasantville is just. It's just fun, you know. You get that retro dance sort of scenario.
Yeah, that was fun. It was the retro dance episode. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Where it's just like, and also that's the one with the pizza vampire.
That's the one with the pizza vampire. Oh fuck! If I had best bit character, it would have been either the pizza vampire or Frank the Gay Cowboy.
Frank the Gay Cowboy, yeah.
But Frank the Gay Cowboy just never showed up again, so I'm sad about that.
Yeah.
Rip
That was
Frank
just
the
a
Gay
good,
Cowboy.
fun episode. I remember that had a pretty good action scene in it too, where like they're fighting in like I think like a hallway and shit.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
remember- I think that was the one where like Elena like breaks the broom over her knee to stake.
Oh yeah,
a
she
guy.
breaks the broom over her knee to stake a guy and just gets her shit punched in. That was fun.
But that was good. And also it had in leading into one of our last thought of awards for this, the most the weirdest / most unhinged needle drop. I don't know what the fuck happened.
We got this from a Reddit thread about like inappropriate song timings.
we're just
what is the
like,
most unhinged time a song kicks in?
Yeah. And
Mine was honestly, I don't know why, but for some reason, whenever I hear 303 outside of the environment of worse songs to listen to, I get like psychic damage.
you're just like, oh fuck, these guys existed.
So I'm gonna go with Don't Trust Me in episode 5, which I think is You're Undead to Me.
Yes, I believe it was You're Undead to Me. Is that the one with Don't Trust Me?
I think?
Or was
'Cause they were
the
that was the
other-
car
or was
wash
that
episode.
Starstruck. Yeah, so maybe that Don't Trust Me. Yeah, because Starstruck was when they were.
Star Trek
doing
was when
cheer
they were in the
practice.
football cheer practice, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I could kind of understand that. I just feel like 303 is like the musical equivalent of shitting your pants. I'm just not sure what the purpose of them was, because it just seems all bad.
And you just don't want to have it happen to you, but it'll just happen, and you're just not gonna be having a good day afterwards.
No, it just ruins your whole day. Why would I listen to 303 under any circumstances? If I wanted to listen to Kesha, I'd probably pick a fucking Kesha album over the song they did with Kesha.
Yeah. Especially a Rainbow era Kesha, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for mine, Mr. Sandman
Oh
off of
yeah,
Unpleasantville.
Mr. Sandman from Unpleasantville.
Where
Was that
just
when-
starts up?
Was that when, like, Ben, the vampire Anna-turd, just, like... I think he was, like, doing something, and the music just started picking up.
Well, there was just like the end of the episode. They're just making out and like bum 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 bum, and you were just confused, and I was cackling like a madman, just like
This is fucking
so happy.
weird ass wacky episode that Unpleasantville was.
Oh, so fun.
Okay, so last question, and I kind of said it last episode, but I'm going to say it again. Are we going to keep going for Vampire Diaries?
Yeah, we are gonna keep going because now Catherine's here. Now business looks to be picking up.
If you're wondering why I'm asking you that, I'm going to ask that at the end of every season re-review of a show. Just
Because
like,
yeah,
I don't want to
make
make you sit through a show you hate.
I am not hating Vampire Diaries so far.
I think it's very silly, but I like it.
It's very silly, but it is fun. It has not. It does not bore often. When it does, it is bad. But when it's good, it's like, yeah. This
The
is
worst
some
it's
good
been is
quality
boring.
Trash.
The worst it's been, it's boring. It kind of hovers around trashy but good, and then sometimes it'll hit you with it. Oh, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Just every
I
once
feel
in a
like
while,
they're doing really good
as a
stuff
treat.
with the lore. They're doing some really good stuff with like the vampire lore in this show, and with like the use of like super hearing and shit. That
Yeah.
I'm impressed by.
I do feel like they're trying to make sure that a lot of the vampire-ness stays, which I really
Yeah.
like, because one of my problems with fucking Twilight was the fact that they didn't feel like vampires, you know? Like, they
Yeah.
felt like weird bohemian hipsters who just had superpowers. You know,
And-
you never
and we're
get that
just-
feeling that they need blood, or that they want blood, or that, you know, they're living this secretive lifestyle. They just sort of feel like weird hippies, right?
And Edward's just the autistic kid in class in
Yeah.
that case. Yeah.
And I don't know,
So-
I feel like you should always have vampire-ness in your vampire story, at least a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know how to describe vampire-ness, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, just the vibe of being vampire vibes, if you will.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we will not be continuing the Vampire Diaries next episode. We
Yay.
will be heading into our postseason movie, New Moon.
We're watching New Moon.
Yeah.
All
New
right,
Moon.
now I gotta go find a way to like get a copy of New Moon.
We gotta go find a copy of New Moon. It is on.
Is it on Max?
I thought it was on Max. Hold on,
Let me
go
look this
check.
up. Live
Oh
research.
wait, maybe let's just go quick search. I thought it was.
Watch Twilight New Moon. It's on Stars, Hulu, YouTube.
Oh no, it is not. I was incorrect. I was.
It's
thinking
on
50
Hulu.
Shades. It's on Hulu.
All right, we'll figure that out later.
Well, we'll find a way to watch New Moon.
So, thank you guys if you managed to get from episode 1 of season 1 to episode 22 of season 1.
And Twilight along the way.
And a random stop at Twilight.
We really do appreciate you if you've followed along throughout this.
I really want to try and get on social media more because I want to share the episode more.
I do need to start posting. I'm gonna post this episode definitely to Tumblr. I haven't posted episodes for a
Also,
long
I fell
while.
behind slightly on uploading these to YouTube, but I'll try and catch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on YouTube at These Hot Idiots. We're on Tumblr, I think.
Yeah, you can find us wherever you can find a podcast. You're probably listening to us on one of the many places. And you can mainly find us on our Tumblrs, Make It Fighter Free for Free and Ash Nightshade.
Yeah, I'm trying to post on Twitter at These Hot Idiots as well.
But Twitter's a disaster zone.
I'm working on it.
We're trying our best, but we have to do what we got.
Yeah, you got to do with what you can. We'll be back next week. Holidays are picking up really bad, so we'll try and make it on Wednesday.
We'll try, but if we don't do an episode next week, you'll know why.
It's holidays and we both work retail, so yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wanted to say at the end of season 1 of the Vampire Diaries?
God, I don't even have a funny little quip to throw at the end of this.
Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, don't.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't dox your friends while you're at it.
Don't dox your friends.
If you've taken anything away from this first season, don't dox your friends.
Yes. See you next time. Bye.
It's good to see you. Gordon, you lousy motherfucker. Get your dork ass down to the test chamber or else I will shove the sample up your ass. And stop fucking with the microwave.